WSJM.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 12th, the day after the Super Bowl. We are ready to roll.
We made it.
Mostly sunny today, high 43. We're looking at clouds tonight and low down to 27. Not sure we're going to see snow. Oh, look, Tuesday. Oh, man.
It's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
All right.
No.
Well,
it tried to snow yesterday. Apparently, there were a couple of flakes in the air, but nothing. But it felt like it could snow.
Oh, man, it got cold.
It did get cold.
That frosty window this morning. So lots to get to this morning. We'll catch you up on sports here in just a little bit with Dave Wolf. But right now, let's find out what's happening in the news. WSJM News is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See GoMichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. Here are some of the local stories we're working on for you today. Work on a new parking ordinance for the city of Benton Harbor is underway. Speaking to the city's legislative committee, Benton Harbor Public Safety Director Dan McGinnis said one goal is to add parking meters downtown Benton Harbor to start benefiting from all the activity that's taking place there. Deputy Director Michael Clark said they'll need a new fee schedule for violations.
Currently, right now, the parking violation is $5 across the board. So obviously it needs to be adjusted. And then especially when we start to focus on putting the downtown parking in, we need to have that set in place.
$5 across the board violations. That's not bad. But they're going to change that. McGinnis said the current parking rules are often confusing, especially when it comes to things like even odd parking on narrow streets when there's snow.
It's very light, very nebulous, and it also only speaks to that on emergency snow roads.
McGinnis said the new parking ordinance will also clarify whether parking is allowed on lawns. The goal is to bring an ordinance to the Benton Harbor City Commission for their consideration in April. McGinnis hopes to begin enforcement of the new rules if he can get them past the commission sometime next year. We may have enjoyed nice weather in the 50s for a few days, but Western Michigan University professor of environment, Dr. Lisa DeChano-Cook, is concerned about the trees and flowers. She says unseasonably warm weather could harm some plants.
We're not supposed to be in the 40s and 50s in February, and when we do get to these temperatures, plants, trees, shrubs, flowers, all think it's spring. So they're spending energy to start blooming and producing buds and flowers.
DeChano-Cook says if we get a hard freeze after this warm weather, it could hurt trees, plants, and flowers. She says you may want to water your trees and shrubs and cover flowers if they start appearing some buds out there. She adds that this warm up is because we're in an El Nino year, but now we've got the cold weather again. So hopefully, what they say is every hour above 50, it starts waking up the plants more and more and more. So you don't want to see that, especially with the agricultural land out there. Congressman Bill Huizenga has paid a visit to Holtec International's Corporate Technology Center in Camden, New Jersey, to learn more about the company and its plans to restart the Palisades nuclear power plant in Van Buren County. He tells us Holtec is well on its way to making the project happen with a $1.5 billion federal loan for the company that's expected to be confirmed soon. Huizenga was impressed by what he saw at the New Jersey facility.
I actually saw some of the equipment that's going to be sent to Palisades. It actually had spray painted on it, Palisades. That's where it's intended to go. But it was a very, very worthwhile visit last night and this morning to just get to know the Holtec folks better and really strengthen my resolve to say, yes, we need to move ahead with this. This is good for Michigan. It's good for the country.
Huizenga said it makes good sense to restart Palisades when considering how difficult it can be to build a new nuclear power plant. He says there's already all the infrastructure there for transmitting the power, and all of the siting has already been done. And the Benton Township Police Department is investigating after 2 people were shot at Briarwood Apartments on Sunday. The department says officers were called to the complex at 1985 Union on a report of a disturbance. While at the scene, they heard gunshots coming from the other side of a nearby building. Officers then found a man and a woman who had been shot, both with non-life-threatening injuries. The names of the victims have not been released. The investigation is ongoing. They encourage anyone with information about that incident to contact the Benton Township Police. In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Dave Wolf has sports here in just a moment. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The Pentagon.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Hello. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Did you watch the commercials? I know you said you didn't watch like the first half of
I didn't
most
watch
of the
anything.
football. You didn't watch any of the football?
No, I saw the highlights.
Did you watch the
I watched the halftime show this morning.
the highlights? Oh, you did. Did you watch the highlights of any of the commercials?
No, because I mean, you and I, we saw a bunch of the commercials on our way in.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. Good morning. Which one were you thinking of?
One of my favorites is the CeraVe, the people that make it's like a lotion, a moisturizing lotion.
Okay.
A lot. I've used it before. It's actually quite nice. But it's just a CeraVe, and the best part about it was, guess who they had as the spokesperson for CeraVe?
Sarah McLaughlin.
Michael Cera.
Who's that?
Michael Cera?
Yeah.
From he was on Superbad. He was on Arrested Development for a long time.
Which character was he on?
He
Superbad?
was the son. He was the son in Arrested Development, and in Superbad he was the skinny one.
Oh,
so not Jonah Hill,
the kind of nerdy one.
Yeah. Well, they're both nerds.
Oh, well,
they're all nerds.
I mean, Jonah Hill.
Not McLovin.
Oh, okay.
Not McLovin
Not
with glasses. Him. The other one.
The other one. Okay.
Yeah, the one that wasn't Jonah Hill and wasn't
bad
one
with names. I'm so bad with names and faces. I can see the face, and I know that. Well, sometimes I know the names.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah,
and so he was doing inappropriate stuff with the lotion.
No, not that.
I mean, it's super bad.
No, it was. He was talking about how it just makes sense that his name is Michael Cera. He was doing a pitch to try and become the spokesperson for it.
Okay.
There was a BMW commercial with Christopher Walken.
Nice.
Where
classy.
everybody was doing their impressions of Christopher Walken. It was pretty great. Then there was State Farm. This is the thing. All these commercials, most of them we were able to watch ahead of time, which that's the thing I don't like about the Super Bowl commercials now. It's like, well, they're already on YouTube, or you're already starting to see most of them or parts of them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I don't even need to watch them on the Super Bowl. But yeah, Jeff had a good one. He and I agree. So State Farm was they did like a good neighbor is their thing.
Yeah.
Well, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger, so he said like a good neighbor. They're like, no, Arnold, it's not neighbor, it's neighbor. And then Danny DeVito made a cameo in it, so it was a reunion of twins.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, State Farm, that was a good one. And then Skechers, Mr. T made an appearance in Skechers.
Wow.
Yeah, the Christopher Walken one. I know you're a BMW fan, so you'll
Christopher
like that
Walken.
one, and a Christopher Walken fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Michael Cera V was pretty good, and then I saw the Mayo one with Hellman's.
Yeah,
I saw that ahead of time, so I already knew that one was going to pop up. And then they of course had the Bud Light and all that. I didn't see the Grunk Kick of Destiny. Did that happen? Did he do it? Did he make it?
I don't know.
Yeah, the State Farm one was pretty funny.
Let's see. Nerds gummy clusters. How did
the Nerds gummy clusters was funny. They had they did a flash dance.
Okay.
And it was the gummy part pulled the lever and then just was covered in nerds.
Nice.
Jeff says Grunk missed. Oh man,
poor Grunk.
He just stick to catching the ball.
Gronk.
That's what he needs to do.
M&M's had a commercial.
Really? I didn't see that one.
It's called the Almost Champions.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Frito-Lay, Taste the Victory.
Oh, we were talking about this the other day about political ads. Would there be any political ads popping up in the Super Bowl?
And
there was.
Oh,
I didn't see it when it popped up, but now I'm scrolling through some of the top commercials, and one of the most notable ones was Robert F. Kennedy. Had an ad for his presidential campaign.
And he was in Michigan this weekend.
Yeah.
He was in Grand Rapids and Detroit.
So I'll have to check that out.
Now I see Michael Cera. Oh, so you said it was Michael Cera. It's actually Michael Cera.
Sarah. That's what I said.
It's spelled like different than I saw in my mind.
You were thinking Sarah.
Yeah, like Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah. Good morning, Bill. We're just talking about
Hey, Bill.
some of the notable Super Bowl commercials. I saw Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Baja Blast had one.
Mm-hmm. Kawasaki had one for mullets. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
That looks good. Stone Cold had a mullet.
That's what I usually do is I'll rewatch the commercials because I missed a lot of the commercials. I missed a lot of the movie trailers.
Mm-hmm.
I did see the one for Twisters.
Oh.
You see they're making a sequel to Twister. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So it's called Twisters.
Okay.
Kind of like Alien and Aliens. Just add the S if you want to make
Twisters.
So
that'll be good.
And then what else was there? There was, of course, good halftime show, good game.
So you thought it was good because I saw some panning it.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
I mean, I'm of that generation.
Yeah.
And I think that we were thinking about that last night. Is that when we were growing up, we had the Michael Jacksons and the Rolling Stones and artists like that, where it's like, yeah, your parents get pumped up about it because those are the bands that they love.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting to the point where the bands and artists that we like in my mid 30s, I'm like, yeah, Usher. Because there was multiple songs that I was like, yep, this is my jam. I remember having that on CD in my CD case.
Were they just Usher songs? Did they?
Yeah, they did just Usher songs. They did some duets that Usher had over the years.
Okay.
That's why Alicia Keys was in there because they had a duet back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago. But I did not see a lot of the movie trailers. Jeff says you got to check out the one for Wicked.
Oh,
I have not seen the one for Wicked yet. I haven't seen the one either for the new Deadpool movie. I heard that one's really good too. So I'll have to check that one out. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my Monday. I don't think I'm going to get any work done. Just going to watch Super Bowl commercials and movie trailers. All right, let's get back to the show here.
Okay.
Without going far.
Get ready to see some sun today. We'll feel mild with highs in the low 40s, increasing clouds overnight as we drop to the upper 20s. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds Tuesday, warming to the upper 30s. Most of the week will be dry, though we could see a few very light lake effect snow flurries on Tuesday, amounting to less than an inch. We'll hold on to the low 40s through midweek. Rain arrives Thursday with a few snowflakes mixing in before we cool down at the end of the week. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Well, here we are on our Facebook, YouTube, and X. You can find us streaming live for all to see. And we've been talking about quite a lot of things already on that live stream. And when you tune into that, that's what they do. They tune in. You tune in on the
put the
video.
rabbit ears up and you adjust it just right, and the YouTube comes in nicely.
You get the little rodeo radial dial where you have to turn it to directional thing. All right, now we're dialed in here.
Okay.
Man, I miss those days. I miss those days. I also miss the being able to rewind the VHS tape just right. So
yes.
Or fast forward it just right so you get it right at the beginning of the movie. That's a skill.
My grandmother had one of those antennas on top of the roof that you could control. You could rotate it with that thing inside. Yeah. And I just loved to twist that thing because it made the funniest noise.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Did yours did it have a little ball, like a little like mine had the turn dial and then it had a little red ball that would go to where it would line up with where you turned it to?
It did not have the red ball, but the light came on as it was still rotating and you could hear the noise and then the light would go off when it stopped. So you knew not to mess with it while it was rotating.
I had a little red ball on mine that would just go. Oh, like the thing that would suck is that you'd be going and you think like, okay, this is how far the antenna needs to go. I need to go this far in order for it to be dialed in. And then you're just watching the TV and you're like, oh, it's coming in clear. No, too far. Go back. Those were the days.
Now we just unplug the router and reset the Wi-Fi.
Right. Yeah. Or if there's a storm, we have no television because nothing lines up. Nothing works correctly.
Yeah. So we go back to the VHS.
Exactly. Yeah. Break out the VHS player. This is why I still have a VHS player in my house. Lots of things to talk about this morning. Secretary of Defense, what's going on with him? He's back in the hospital?
Back in the hospital. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin returning yesterday to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center for symptoms of a bladder issue.
Oh, no.
Remember, he went into the hospital secretly about a month ago. Didn't tell the president, didn't tell Congress, didn't tell his subordinates, but now he's back in there. Well, he has prostate cancer, so they were operating on that about a month ago. He wanted to keep that secret. Now he promises full transparency for everything, and that's what he's doing. Mr. Austin, who is 70 years old, was taken to Walter Reed by a security detail about 2:20 yesterday afternoon. The spokesman said the Deputy Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff have been notified. Additionally, the White House and Congress were notified. The severity of the medical issues that sent him back into the hospital not immediately clear. So it's a little concerning. Mr. Austin first planned to retain his powers as defense secretary, but then about 5 o'clock yesterday transferred his powers to the deputy secretary, Kathleen Hicks. He remains in the hospital at last check. And so not only is he notifying folks of what's happening, he unexpectedly transferred his powers yesterday afternoon. So it does seem like it's a little bit serious.
Wow.
Quite a bit serious, I would say.
Did he make a huge announcement, though? Like, because I know the fact that he did not tell anybody the last time, I'm wondering maybe he's like sending an all email. He's getting a skywriter to say, I am not at work today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, not only did he make the initial announcement, but now they put out an announcement saying he made the announcement.
Okay, good.
So they're covering.
They're covering all bases there. But well, hopefully.
So we wish him well.
Yeah, I do wish him well. That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Other things going on.
Did you see this shooting down in Texas yesterday?
Yeah, we just saw it on the news, and I was like, what happened down there?
Well, this was at a lot of folks who watch the Sunday television for church.
Yeah.
They might see Joel Osteen, but a woman in a trench coat opened fire with a long gun, that's a rifle, yesterday inside Joel Osteen's megachurch in Texas. 2 off-duty officers confronted and killed the shooter. 2 other people were shot and injured, including a 5-year-old boy who was still in critical condition. The violence apparently erupted shortly before the church's 2 o'clock Spanish service was set to begin.
Okay.
The woman entered the church. It's Lakewood Church. It's got capacity for 16,000 people.
Yeah.
16,000 people. It used to be the arena for the Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets. Yeah. I knew it was one of the sports teams.
So details of the confrontation still remain unclear. Police have not released the woman's identity or a possible motive. It's also unknown what relationship, if any, the woman had to the 5-year-old boy, and whether it was her that shot the boy or one of the people who were trying to take care of her. So very, very odd incident there yesterday afternoon.
Wow. We were speaking of sports ball, we were talking about this earlier on our live stream about the Super Bowl and the commercials and things like that. And I find it funny that you did not know who Michael Cera was.
I don't know names.
Aren't you an Arrested Development fan?
I do like Arrested Development.
But
and I like Superbad.
Yeah.
He was in that movie.
Yeah.
And I've probably seen him in other stuff too.
Yeah.
But I mean, he has character names. I know character names from time to time.
That's true.
But his real name is Cera, C-E-R-A?
C-E-R-A.
Yeah.
So
that's also the name of a cream.
He was one of the one of the CeraVe commercials, which I think that one, if you got to watch it, but that one for people that have seen it have already said it's one of the best commercials that they've had as a Super Bowl commercial in years.
I like his delivery. So if they leveraged that, I could see why it'd be popular.
Yeah. He had a lot of fun with it. Cause I didn't know all of a sudden I'm watching, I catch it like right in the middle. I'm like, are they really having Michael Cera as the spokesperson for CeraVe? If they are, that is a genius thing. But no, he was pitching the idea of being able to be the CeraVe spokesperson. But there were other good ones. I have not seen any of the movie trailers, but a lot of people have been saying those are really good. I know a lot of people were really looking forward to the Deadpool one with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
One thing that I saw, I didn't see the trailer, but I saw Ryan Reynolds post on Instagram saying, "Hey, hope everybody liked the movie trailer for Deadpool. And by the way, has anybody seen my wife?" because Blake Lively, his wife, was at the football game.
Oh.
She was at the Super Bowl without him.
He wasn't there?
He wasn't there.
Why
I don't
not?
think so. I didn't see him.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe she was having a girls' night because she's now buddy with Taylor Swift. So.
Oh. And he likes the real football.
Right. Yeah. He's busy with the other football team that he owns. Soccer team, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't see the movie trailers, so there's a bunch of those to check out. There's a sequel to Twister, which is Twisters, which I still think that Twister is one of the greatest movies. Still holds up. Some of the special effects, of course, very 90s. They didn't have the technology that we have. But I'm worried that movie is going to be overly CGI and overly they're going to be doing too much.
I don't like that.
When they're like, oh man, we had like 2 tornadoes in the first one. How about we have 7,000 tornadoes and let's throw a shark in there?
Well, okay, that'd be cool.
Do you think they'll sneak in a shark into the Twisters movie?
Absolutely.
Like just a tiny little shark right up there in the sky.
Yeah, baby shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could happen.
One of those. Controversy. Any controversies immediately peek up to you from the Super Bowl?
For the whole game or just like the commercials?
Sure. Anything. End to end. I've got one. Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
What did you think about his actions with his coach there?
I did not like that.
Yeah.
As a former player, I'd get fired up in games, but I never got that fired up that I would like yell at the coach.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I understand partially where he was coming from, because what happened right before he had the yelling match. Well, it wasn't even a yelling match. He just actually caught his coach off guard by yelling at him and bumping into him.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had some stern talking tos later on, because Andy Reid does not let that happen.
Yeah, it was at the end of the second quarter, right?
Yeah, Travis Kelce was out of that play, and then that play happened where the Pacheco, the running back, he had the ball and then went around the end, and the guy that was blocking for him was the one of the other tight ends, and didn't do a very good job at blocking, and then ended up having one of the players from the 49ers punch the ball out, and there was a fumble and a turnover. So he was fired up about that, and I think he basically, I wasn't able to read the lips, but it sounded like he was saying, keep me in there.
Yeah.
Like, keep me in there no matter what. I need to be in there because I need to be there for my team, and he's one of the best blockers, is also one of the best catchers.
Yeah, it's not a pretty look.
No, it doesn't look good. There's memes and all kinds of things already made about it, that somebody said, we got to win this game or Taylor Swift's going to write a song about me. She's here.
Yeah. So he was asked about it after the game and said, we'll keep that private. Just me and the coach. So,
well, I don't think we're going to be able to keep it private, because I imagine that NFL films and all those things, there's probably 1,000 microphones on that field that picked up that conversation, because he wasn't whispering. They probably picked up the conversation, so we'll probably see it at some point when they do the highlights of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I was looking back, and back in 2016, he lost his cool at a referee and got fined for that, for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, he's actually got a history of that.
That's
from
not good.
Back when he was in college.
Oh, Taylor, watch out.
No, he
don't yell at him.
He just gets fired up when he's playing the sports ball. His brother's the same way, but he's a little quieter.
And he takes his shirt off.
Right. Yeah, he just takes his shirt off. There was actually a thing in his podcast that I watched where he said when he went before the draft, when he was getting drafted years ago, he went in to meet with Ozzie Newsome from the Baltimore Ravens. And he said, all that Ozzie Newsome did was he played a highlight video of me. And the highlight video is not all of his greatest catches and all of these other things. His highlight reel was all of his unsportsmanlike conduct from when he was in college.
That's
so he's
hurt.
like, so I wasn't drafted by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Hey, but he got excited, even yelled "Viva Las Vegas." in the end when they won the trophy.
He sang like 2 or 3 verses of that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. It gives all of us hope who can't sing. Like he can do it.
There's hope for you someday. There.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of other stuff to get to here this morning. We'll catch you up with sports as well as what's happening around the state, and your Bloomberg Market Minute is next.
Just as the roots of a mighty oak run deep.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, he looked angry.
Yeah, he looked really mad.
He's yelling at him. He's bumping into him.
Yeah,
Guys, coach is 65 years old. Take it easy.
Yeah, but I'm sure I would like to. I saw that, but what I would like to have seen and heard is what Andy Reid said to him afterwards
In the locker room.
either in the locker room
Yeah.
or off to the side, because Andy Reid's a former, I believe, defensive or offensive lineman from for many years, and he knows football, and he's also one of those he doesn't take crap from people. So I'm sure he talked to Travis Kelce shortly after that and said, not again.
Probably something along the lines of, your girlfriend might be Taylor Swift, but I'll give you a swift kick in the pants right off of this team. You do that again.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not like that.
Exactly like that. Contract, I don't care.
All right.
Just was it Kanye dropped a new album over the weekend?
Did he?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Wow. I'm curious what kind of reception it'll get given all of his
I guess
anti-Semitic criticism.
I guess Kanye did a commercial for Yeezy.com, but it didn't air for anyone. It was filmed on his phone, apparently. Yeezy.com.
Oh, not going to watch it.
Yeah, not gonna waste my time.
No.
I did see the I've not watched the newer movies, the Planet of the Apes. But there was another new one, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, that looked pretty intense.
Oh.
So if you like those movies. All right.
Again, with the CGI, I get a little turned off on that.
Yeah, some of it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, can we dial it back just a little bit with some of the CGI? Just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Exactly.
All right. We got your Bloomberg Market Minute coming up here in just a second.
Hey, no. What is that? No yawning. No.
Well,
you went to sleep early.
I fell asleep third quarter, and then Jocelyn's the real MVP because she woke me up and said, "Hey, game's about to end. There was a couple minutes left." And so I saw the final pass.
Okay. Nice.
But I didn't know how they got there.
Did she wake you up before overtime?
No. No. She woke me up. So I think I fell asleep probably 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So I watched most of the game.
Okay.
But yeah, she woke me up towards the end there, and I was like, "What's going on? What's happening? Did I fall asleep?" She's like, "The game's almost over." And then I was like, "Oh, look, it is. Look at that. Oh, Chiefs won. Nice." So yeah, she's the real MVP for waking me up.
That's great.
Because I was in my room. Bill says I quit when they stopped using costumes for the apes.
I agree.
All right. Yeah, I was in my TV room or den, and she was watching something else in the other room. So she didn't want to watch the game.
What was she watching?
Casino Royale, James Bond movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Joe with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Just about 7:30. Good morning. It's going to be a nice day today. Mostly sunny, high 43, clouds tonight, and low down to 27. There's a possible chance we'll have some snow on Tuesday.
Okay.
So not looking forward to that. Not sure how much we're going to get, but it's going to stay above freezing, so I don't think much of it's going to actually stick. So we'll get to some other things here in just a little bit, but first we got to find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the stories we're following for you today. The Benton Township Police Department is investigating after 2 people were shot at Briarwood Apartments on Sunday. The department says if officers were called to the complex at 1985 Union on a report of a disturbance. When they were at the scene, they heard gunshots coming from the other side of a nearby building. Officers then found a man and a woman. They had both been shot. Both were suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. The names of the victims have not been released. The investigation is ongoing. Benton Township Police Department says anyone who knows anything should please come forward and tell them something. Cass County Sheriff Richard Banky reports that on Sunday morning at approximately 7:40, his deputies responded to a fatal crash on Dutch Settlement near Newbor Street in Wayne Township. The sheriff's office says 72-year-old Doran Preston of Cassopolis was traveling eastbound on Dutch Settlement when his vehicle left the roadway and struck a tree. Preston was pronounced dead at the scene. Law enforcement say alcohol and drugs do not appear to be a factor. The crash is still under investigation. And a forum is planned for tomorrow for St. Joseph residents to offer their thoughts on downtown development. City leaders and Cornerstone Alliance are holding the forum. The two have been working together to implement the city's downtown vision master plan. Cornerstone's Andrew Hahn tells us that one goal is to achieve redevelopment-ready community certification through the state of Michigan. He says communities that are certified can receive additional grants and other support for economic development projects. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Sports with Dave Wolf here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the state.
The Michigan News Network.
I didn't even talk about this. I saw the Dunkin' Donuts
was that
commercial
with Ben
with
Affleck?
yeah, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Tom Brady, Jennifer Lopez,
J-Lo. Huh.
It was great. And I guess looking at this and researching more, is that you will be able to buy the tracksuits and some other merch that they were wearing in that commercial.
No.
And I guess Ben Affleck's going to get a drink named after him. Because he's been doing the commercials for a little bit.
What if it's not a popular drink? What if people don't want the Ben Affleck?
He's still going to get paid.
Has it got like spoiled milk in it or something like that?
He's still going to get paid, so he's fine. He doesn't care.
Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah, they go all out, and sometimes they go too far with some of the commercials because they end up being duds. Like the millions and millions of dollars they put into the production and to pay for the actual commercial spot, it ends up falling flat. But Tom Brady made a couple appearances.
Oh man!
Probably because he spends so much time in the Super Bowl, and did over his career that they said, "Hey, maybe you should be in those commercials." Because Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are in almost every commercial already, and they were in the Super Bowl, so it was almost like you're getting too much of them. But yeah, Tom Brady was an appearance in that commercial, for Dunkin', and then also he was in a funny one for BetMGM. Had Vince Vaughn. And he said, yeah, BetMGM is for everybody except Tom Brady. Anybody not named Tom Brady.
I am looking at the sweatsuits, the tracksuits.
Yeah, the tracksuits.
Oh my gosh, those are the ugliest tracksuits I've ever seen, and they'll probably be incredibly popular.
And they'll probably be incredibly expensive, and they'll probably sell out in no time. By the way, if you do want these tracksuits, which Jocelyn's going to have to stop me because I do love me a tracksuit.
Oh my God, it's bright orange.
Starting at noon.
It looks like a NASCAR because it has so many logos on it.
I'd wear it.
And Ben Affleck's has the Boston Red Sox logo across the back. That's cool. I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff says so 80s ugly tracksuits.
Yeah.
So all the memes of Ben Affleck. Yeah, there's all of them popping up all over the place.
That's funny.
Yeah. I never understood why Duncan even chose him as the spokesperson.
He was affordable.
I guess. Not really though. He's A-list still. So
He's on a list. Is that what you said?
No, he's an A-list actor.
I don't know. I'd put him on B.
Name a bad Ben Affleck movie besides Daredevil.
Well, see, in Daredevil, he was the chief guy. He was the protagonist.
Yeah.
He was the main guy. All the rest of his movies, Matt Damon is holding him up.
Yeah, the movies they're in together. Yeah, but not the movies that Ben Affleck's by himself.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Geely. That was a bad movie. Reindeer Games. That was all right. I will say one of the best movies I've ever seen Ben Affleck in is
Argo.
I've not seen that one.
Nobody has.
Didn't he get nominated for an Oscar for that?
Yeah.
But no, The Accountant.
Oh yeah.
The Accountant is a good movie. And I think they were talking about making a sequel and they haven't done it yet.
You can see The Accountant on Peacock right now.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Hypnotic. What was that?
Did not see that one.
Yeah, that's 2023.
Yeah.
The Way Back in 2020.
I did see that he and Matt Damon are going to make another movie. It'll be like their 10th movie or something like that they've made together in some way.
Huh.
I watched that movie Air. He's pretty good in that one about Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, the documentary type.
Not really about Michael Jordan. It's more about how the Michael Jordan
shoes.
brand and how Michael Jordan came to Nike.
Oh.
And how Nike was pretty much nothing before they were like they barely had any players. Well, I don't think almost any players at all for endorsements.
It's frowned on, right? For the shoes to do anything other than the standard.
Yeah, well, the standard back then were Converse and Adidas.
Mm.
And Nike was not really in the basketball. They were in the running game, of course, but not in the basketball world yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff says, love The Accountant. Great movie. Don't love My Accountant right now.
That's because Jeff works with numbers.
Is Jeff a numbers guy? Yeah. I love The Accountant, especially. I wish they would have spent
so true to life.
I wish they would have spent more time on the numbers and less about the shooting and the
rule
fighting.
Of 9 is so cool.
Yeah. I would have just watched Ben Affleck with an abacus all day.
Yes. See, that would be a good movie.
Yeah.
Of course, the abacus would outshine him.
Just sitting there doing just 2 hours of Ben Affleck doing someone's taxes. That would be great. I'd watch that.
It is tax season.
Taxes are done? You got yours
Mine
done?
are done. Yeah. Yours?
No, haven't started.
Okay.
No. I'm afraid that they're just going to say you have no money and you won't be getting any money. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Nice little surprise.
Valentine's Day, you ready?
No. No, we'll talk about that here in a moment.
Okay.
Valentine's Day and this whole week is just jam-packed with a lot of stuff.
I've got some ideas for you. Oh, yeah, Fat Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to bring us donuts or king cake?
Or the punchki.
Yeah, I love punchkis.
I do want some punchki.
Spell it. I can't spell punchki.
Paczki.
That's one way of
Do
doing
you
it.
know it's also punchik?
No.
Punchik is one, but you can never have one.
Oh, so
you
punchki is
you have
more
a
than
box
one?
of punchki.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So you have punchik.
Oh.
But spelled the same. So that's why it's weird.
Really?
Yeah. Spelled the same, pronounced differently.
That's odd.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who's bringing us these tomorrow?
Well, I don't know. You always frown upon me calling people out and saying, please deliver these. Now you're wanting
No,
people
I wasn't
to deliver
saying.
them?
I was not saying that. I was just asking who is going to bring them
Oh, okay. Who's on first?
to us.
All right, we'll get back to the show here in just a minute. That's what I wanted for Valentine's Day is just a big old box of punchki.
You say punchki or punchki?
Punchki.
Okay.
Do you say punchki?
I don't say.
You don't say it at all?
No.
You just, anytime you see it
I
on
like
the piece of
punchki.
paper, you'll say no?
I like punchki.
Well, there's a lot of places around here. I mean, I know Brian, who actually works here, is one of the bakers so he's one of the people that
At
should
the
bring us
flower
one
shop.
at the flower shop.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of places. There's a place in South Bend that I'm considering going to. Maybe as soon as today.
Which one?
I always see it on the news. It's McCree's.
Oh yeah.
I always see him on the news, and I liked him on Facebook and was seeing some photos. Oh,
that is an amazing
they
family
look
bakery.
So good.
They use buttercream frosting.
Oh,
yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, I love buttercream frosting.
Yeah, they look like and they also look like they have a lot. Like they make a lot each day. So if I get there at a good time, there's a good chance I'll get some. All right, let's get back to the show.
Get ready to see some sun today. We'll feel mild with highs in the low 40s, increasing clouds overnight as we drop to the upper 20s. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds Tuesday, warming to the upper 30s. Most of the week will be dry, though we could see a few very light lake effect snow flurries on Tuesday, amounting to less than an inch. We'll hold on to the low 40s through midweek. Rain arrives Thursday with a few snowflakes mixing in before we cool down at the end of the week. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Jessica Burns.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email letstalk@WSJM.com. We're also streaming live for all to see and hear on our Facebook, YouTube, and X if you want to come hang out there. And I feel like the rest of the week, I'm going to probably just eat and get might have to wear sweatpants for the rest of the week.
Oh man.
It's that kind of week because you've got Fat Tuesday.
Well, and you started off with the Super Bowl.
Right.
Super Bowl yesterday.
Yeah. You didn't really watch the Super Bowl that much. Did you make any snacks?
I watched the big game. I watched the Puppy Bowl.
Right.
And it was fabulous.
Did you eat any snacks though?
No.
Like nachos or anything?
No.
Man.
Forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah.
You forgot that the Super Bowl was happening?
Well, no, I knew the Super Bowl was happening, but I forgot about the snacks.
Oh.
Yeah. After we spent, I don't know, weeks thinking about the different things here. Yeah, I missed out on that one. Nachos would have been good.
I made my snacks. Only a few things. It was just me and Jocelyn.
Okay.
So I made a buffalo chicken dip.
Oh.
So
what was in it?
Chicken
Okay.
and buffalo.
Oh.
Actual real
chicken.
buffalo.
Yeah, there's a buffalo in the house.
Buffalo sauce.
You used a buffalo to stir it.
Yeah. So it's like cream cheese, sour cream, chicken, cheese, hot sauce.
Cream cheese.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
The cream cheese really
rich.
keeps it all together.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And I made a huge dish of it and didn't even make a dent in it. Like I think we got through like a quarter.
Wow.
So that's what I'm eating for the rest of the week.
You know, you can use it to top stews and soups and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I could do that. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll just warm it up and just keep eating it.
Keep eating it like that
with a big old spoon and just that'll keep me warm.
You could get a box of Ritz crackers or Wheat Thins and just set it right next to you, but never touch it and just spoon it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be good.
Just blend it up and just put it in a big tumbler and just drink it with a straw. Delicious.
Oh,
but no, there's I did end up going to the grocery store and picking up punchki, and so I got a 4-pack.
You already bought them?
Yeah, I already got some.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already looking for more.
You already ate them?
I've got one for breakfast this morning.
Okay.
But I have not had a chance to eat it yet. But then Jocelyn had one last night, and I'm on the lookout. So if anybody knows of like a good place to get them, I know there's a few places I've been to, but what's the one that people usually go to? Feel free to comment on our Facebook page because I'm willing to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's somewhere, because I'm looking at one that's in downtown South Bend that I always see on the news. They're always featured there as one of the best ones. And then I know here locally we have a couple places that we could go to. But
do you have a favorite filling? Are you a prune or strawberry?
Well, I do like the classic prune.
Okay.
Because that's the one that most people will do. I do like the strawberry ones where they'll, because some of them, the one at the flower shop in Stevensville, they'll actually cut the top off and put the strawberry filling and then whipped cream.
Oh.
And then,
that sounds really good.
Really good, really messy, but hey, it's okay. But yeah, if there's
my mouth is watering now.
I will say I do like I like a sugar covering, and they have the powdered sugar covering. The powdered sugar covering, I think, is a little too much.
What?
I like the sugar, or I like the glaze.
It's the same thing.
No.
It's just a different form.
No, see, the powdered sugar gets too messy.
Oh,
So you
there's
get
too much evidence left behind.
I got the filling, because as soon as I pick it up, I take one bite, and it's just everywhere,
covered in powdered sugar.
At least with the other stuff, I can wash it off real easily. But then, then you got Valentine's Day on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, for chocolates.
Yeah. So should I just give Jocelyn a giant box of punchki, and that's my gift?
Yes.
She'd probably be okay with that.
Yeah,
because she loves them.
So the bakery you're talking about down in South
McCree's.
Bend, McCree's Bakery, they have a whole bunch of flavors of the punchkis.
Do you have a personal favorite?
I'm looking at the list here. I would probably do the vanilla custard because they have strawberry, chocolate mousse, cream cheese, vanilla custard, chocolate buttercream.
Yeah,
that might be my new favorite. Raspberry, cherry, lemon, blueberry, apricot, prune, and apple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video. One of the
I think you should have to eat the prune one first before you have any other punchki.
Yeah, I think so because that's the classic.
That's like your gateway into the punchki.
I'm okay with that.
Sorry, you were going to say.
If I have to do that, there's a video of the that they shared of one of the sons walking through with the TV station of saying, well, we have these ones, we have these ones, we have these ones. And my favorite part is that he just says, and that one's my favorite, and that one's my favorite, and that one's my favorite. And honestly, I would say the same because they're all probably delicious. So I'm going to try and go down there. Maybe I'll just do a punchki tour.
You should.
And just try all of them.
You could do live reports.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll gladly do that. I will gladly
tour.
sacrifice myself for the news.
I bet they have some good places up in Grand Rapids too.
Oh, I'm sure. So anybody has any suggestions, feel free to let us know. And then with Valentine's Day coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have your Valentine's plans figured out? You don't have to tell me.
No, we do. We do. We already have our plan figured out because we're going to go to the museum in Chicago next weekend and see some of the Picasso. The Picasso exhibit is happening. Yeah. So that's our Valentine's Day agreement.
Oh, okay.
That we'll do that instead of on the day.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So what are you going to do on the day?
That our agreement is we'll celebrate the day next weekend.
That's
our agreement.
No, that's not
you telling me I got rooked here?
You gotta do something.
No.
You can't just that's a trick. So
I keep it a secret and I do something?
Yeah, you prepare yourself for don't just say hey, because what's going to happen is she will come with some sort of gift, even if it's something small, a card, chocolates, something like that. She will acknowledge the holiday. You can't just say, "Oh, well, we're doing that later." So you got to do something.
Okay.
So yeah, don't just go with the. That's what we agree.
I will take this under advisement, and maybe I'll update you on this tomorrow.
Yes, please do, because that's a game. You can't just do the whole. Yeah.
But if you were thinking about some of the things that you could get for your sweetheart, we've got a few different lists here. We were surfing the internet. What about a monthly cookie subscription?
Like the Jelly of the Month Club, like from Christmas Vacation?
If you're shopping for a foodie, you can fuel their hunger with a 3-month subscription to Gold Belly's most popular cookies. I've never had a Gold Belly cookie, but every month they'll get a box with curated baked goods from some of the nation's top bakeries. They put them they get them all together for you, put them in a box, and you can do a 3-month subscription to cookies. So if the relationship doesn't last more than 90 days, then you got an out.
Cookies. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that one.
There's a Horta month subscription, like horticultural Horta month.
Oh, I thought it was Hoarder month.
Like Hoarder month.
Just give you a pile of
box
clothes.
of random stuff. No.
Got you these magazines from 1994.
Green and luxurious plants. So a subscription for 1 month. I don't know. How is that a subscription? You can select a 1 month, a 6 month, or a 12-month subscription.
Okay.
Each month, the person will get a curated plant kit with plant and care instructions.
Nice. That's
so you
cool.
can do that. Let's see, other fun things on the list that are not subscription based. Fleece-lined suede leather slippers.
Oh,
it's always a popular one. Apparently back in style, the outdoor reversible quilted jacket for men.
Very nice.
Yeah, those are cool. Chocolates, watches. Let's see, a lantern. Why would you want a lantern?
You're the light of my life.
No. Oh, look at you. That's nice.
You're welcome.
I think a harmonica would be nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've gotten a harmonica for a gift.
Yeah, Valentine's Day harmonica. Why not?
Yeah, I think I got a pitch pipe one time.
What is? Oh, one of the.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell you what pitch you need to be on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So you received it?
I received it as a gift. I have no idea where it is. It is somewhere, I think, in my home still, but I'm not sure.
If you are in the Detroit area and you want to do something for Valentine's Day, White Castle.
Oh, what are they doing?
Has you covered. They are accepting reservations for tableside service Wednesday at select locations.
Okay.
More than 20 White Castles across Metro Detroit are participating. So from 4 till 9 in the evening, 4 in the afternoon till 9 in the evening, you can get tableside service at White Castle. How fun would that be?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you speaking of the Fat Tuesday and all that stuff, the king cake, do you ever eat that one?
Sure. I don't think I've ever found the baby though.
Yeah, I saw it in the grocery store yesterday and I was considering it.
Yeah.
But it's too sweet.
To me, it's a little dry.
Yeah. It's like this dry thing and then it's just got sugar over the top.
Yeah.
It's like it needs to be put together differently. It looks like a mess.
What it needs to have is like a jelly filling, like prune or strawberry.
Sure.
And then powdered sugar on top.
Right, exactly. And then the circular form.
Yeah, just small.
And lots of butter and eggs.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Hey, wait, Punchki.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do a Punchki.
We'll get to your Moody on the Market update here in just a couple of minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Everybody loves a bargain. Say it. You love.
Never found the baby, huh?
I've seen the baby, never found the baby myself, but I enjoyed the cake.
Is that supposed to be you win a prize or something?
I think good luck
if you
for a
find
year.
the baby.
Yeah,
nice.
I think it's fortune smiles on you.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Never found the baby.
Yeah, it seems like a choking hazard, but who am I?
Speaking of babies, there was a baby yesterday at my rehearsal.
Oh,
probably the
that's
happiest baby I've ever seen.
So wait a second. So the rehearsal went on as expected.
Yep.
As planned.
Yeah, and I got home just in time for the game.
Did everyone show up for rehearsal?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay. Those who didn't, were they football fans?
No, I just think they were skipping.
Just that kind of people.
Yeah, those kind of people. Those kind of people, this is a group of singers, right?
Yeah.
And most of them are educators.
Okay.
Or or have a lot of experience in the singing world and know how to read music and all that stuff. And I think some of them just thought, you know what, I'll show up last couple rehearsals, maybe the last rehearsal, because we only have like 2 more rehearsals before our performance in March. So yeah, I think the rehearsal was necessary and needed, but it's starting to sound good already.
Okay. What are you singing?
This is my first rehearsal. We're singing a lot of about 4 or 5 pieces from American composers.
Oh.
Eric Whitacre, Randall Thompson, quite a few other ones.
Nice.
Should be good. It should be good. I'll have to give you more details so you can guys can come check it out.
Oh.
It'll be good.
Very fun.
Moody on the Market update coming up here in just a second. Which story are we doing here?
Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency.
All righty. We'll do that right now.
Okay.
And on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Want to know what's going on in Southwest Michigan, especially when it comes to business news? We got you covered at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Our team of contributors always own it. We also have your Moody on the Move series and the awards program you can check out there as well. And your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And one of the reasons we love it here in Southwest Michigan is because we act as a community, helping each other. And the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency is asking for your input. to help do it even better, a better job of fighting poverty in the region. Since 1982, SMCAA has served Southwest Michigan with programs dedicated to helping end the cycle of poverty for those in its service area. And they explained in a statement, as an agency operating under the National Community Action Agency umbrella, they are required to conduct a survey every 3 years as part of maintaining eligibility for their services block grant funding. And so what they're doing is they're circulating a community needs assessment, making it available for 3 months, after which SMCAA will analyze the results and the data accumulated within a comprehensive, publicly available report.
Ooh, I love a good report.
Yeah.
Now, this information is vital in the organization and is not only going to help ensure continued funding, but it shapes SMCAA's strategic planning programs, their development, as well as funding allocations and more. The collected information is used to assist SMCAA in determining the underlying causes and conditions of local poverty, identifying vulnerable and underserved demographics, and noting gaps in programmatic coverage. So this will be great.
Yeah, so you see an area that needs more assistance, more help, more focus. You can tell the SMCAA about it, and they are listening. And in fact, we've got the link to the survey. They say it takes 5 minutes.
I'm going to time it.
That's what they say. It takes 5 minutes to take the survey. We have a link at our website, moodyonthemarket.com. You can also see it on the SMCAA Facebook page and all the other stuff that they're involved in.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love SMCAA. Great stuff.
Yep.
Check that story out and many other ones as well at moodyonthemarket.com. Your update brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. News, sports, and a whole lot more coming up here next.
We're watching over you.
Only 5 minutes to, and that's going to be good information.
What are you going to get Jocelyn for Valentine's?
I can't say because I know she watches this fine award-winning
Have
program.
you picked it out yet?
Yep.
Okay.
All covered.
Okay.
And then her birthday's coming up too. Her birthday's the 27th of the month. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you getting there?
You remembered that because it's primary day. I can't say.
All right.
No, can't reveal it.
Do you want help?
Do I want help? What are you got?
I'll give you suggestions. No, I won't do it on the air because
all right.
You want it to be a surprise.
Right. Jeff says if you with the king cake, you're supposed to eat the king cake on January 6th on King's Day. So why the heck is it still at the grocery store? Is it that old? He said if you get the baby in Mexico, and you buy the tamales. All right. I do love a good tamale. Love me some tamales.
Not sure what time zone Jeff's in, but
yeah, I don't know. Teresa says she just got up.
Oh, hey
yeah.
Teresa.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Just got up.
Yeah, she just got up.
I see John there. Hey, John.
Yeah, it's one of those days you don't want to wake up.
Because of the Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah, and I was not quoting Limp Bizkit.
Is that a lyric from
yeah,
another song?
One of those days you don't want to wake up.
Oh. Very nice.
But yeah, the NFL Super Bowl hangover. I really think that the Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl, should be a holiday. We had a few people. I know a few people that I know that are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they really sick?
I think they're really sick. I know my buddy. He had sinus congestion, so I gave him a snack. I made Old Bay. Oyster crackers and just put oil and Old Bay and then baked it.
You did that recipe?
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay.
It was good. Really good. I love me some Old Bay. But I gave him a little baggie as a snack when I went to rehearsal. And of course, he's like, "Oh, thanks for getting me these. I can't taste anything."
Oh.
He's like, I've got a sinus infection.
Maybe he has the most recent round of COVID. That one that's a spreader.
Yeah, I don't think he has that. I think
Thank goodness.
He wouldn't have shown up to rehearsal.
Let's hope
that
not.
were the case.
Okay.
No, he's
no fever.
Nope, no nothing. I didn't check him. I didn't run him through the testing. But no, I think he's good. All right, everybody, go take a nap if you can, and enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll talk to you again soon.